Energy Stadium in Houston. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hello, lady.
First play and a first pass coming for Darnold. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
I'm sure after he caught the ball and looked up, he thought to himself, trying to find some space, trying to make people miss. But a swarm of defenders were there, and they dropped him behind the line of scrimmage.
And now the Texans want to call another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Darnold. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. Ball under 39. Here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the 30.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
At the 36-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try for the first with Walker. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba, 34 yards. And the Seahawks take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. looking to put a drive together. Stroud looking to change the play. Mixing up the middle. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Texans first down.
And now an audible here into something else. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. Number 44 now. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Stroud to throw it. Another one caught by Collins. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
That's another Texans first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll give it to Mixon. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Mixon again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. And he's got Smith and Jigba. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Up the middle, here's Walker. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Darnold. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A.J. Barner from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
14. Texans 7. Jason Myers picking off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. No matter what the defense throws at them, they feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2nd and 10. Stroud off the play fake. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And Stroud now to throw. They'll complete this one to Collins. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
All right.
Stroud and company going for it. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter. And it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football.
Lady.
Now it's Darnold. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First down. An 8-yard pickup. And the Seahawks first down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Darnold. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and right at the 21-yard line.
Straight ahead, Walker. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Here's Darnold. That's taken in by his big tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Walker. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Darnold. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run, Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Seattle.
Ken Walker, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Play action. Stroud now. That is caught by Dell. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Take Dell. 30 yards. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn. Up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him early, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Darnold now to throw. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 12. First down, Seattle.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 31.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
We go start. Red. Yo, 80. Red 80.
They'll set up to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. For the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
South. 118. What's that?
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now 2nd and 9.
On the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play action. Here's Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Takedown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Well, now how about this return? And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Now back to throw. Outright to Smith-Njigba. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts.
That's good.
As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
49-yard line.
Yo, 80. You're set. Red 80. Yo, 80. Red 80. Yo, 80. Set.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
You're set. Yo, 80. Yo, 80. Red 80. Set.
Darnold. He'll let this go deep for Smith-Njigba. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
On the quick, right? 18.
Here's Stroud. Taking a shot for Dell here. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Nicky Manroy. And the Seahawks will have solid field position here as they take over their 45-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
First down. A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Seahawks.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Collins. Second down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Here we go. Whoa. 18. Let's go.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
Robbie. Two J.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
Here we go. Hey, south.
Stroud looking to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18.
First down.
Stroud out of the gun here. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
That's complete to Dell. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing now is Stroud. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I think that Rams a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. Stroud will look to throw once more. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nicky Van Roy. And the Seahawks are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 91 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Stroud to throw it. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
That's another Texans first down. First and 10 at the 50.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Stroud working out of the gun. They intercept Stroud again, the third time in this game. Picked off by Nicky Van Roy. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Second and 12. Now it's Darnold. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Back to throw, Darnold. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
But these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying to run.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
And the Texans first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Look the hot, look the hot.
Back to Mixon on first down. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line.
19 Texans. Look the hot, look the hot. Right now, boys. Hey, uno.
Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Tony. 11. Hey, south. 19 Texans.
Stroud. He'll try and do this himself. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Nicky Manlori. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? Looking to put a drive together. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Nice effort from Jalen Petrie getting to him behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Darnold from the gun. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Oh, lady. Red 80. Red 80. Yo, lady. Red 80. Red 80. Listen.
Here's Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. An audible here to get a new look. They'll run for it. It's Walker. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Prior to that, they were 2 for 2 on 4th down conversions in this ballgame. Now 3 for 3.
And you've got to figure their luck's got to run out at some point, doesn't it? I will just tell you from a defense's point of view, someone has to step forward on 4th down and make a play himself because they're just letting it happen to him right now.
And they'll get this just across the 25-yard line. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And Charbonnet once again. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd down.
Yo, lady. Red 80. Red 80. Lady. Listen.
Now Darnold. He'll try and do this himself. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
They're gonna set. Lady. Red 80. Listen.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
Uno more. Nike tech.
Stroud. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
13-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
11. Hey, uno.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud.
And it's caught. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Now 1st and goal.
Here we go. Let's go.
Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
To throw is Stroud.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Nicky Van Rory. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Now Darnold. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with a